Hey Glads Nation, I'm Jordan Coker and I'm here at A&S Culinary Concepts in Johns Creek. We've got a little surprise in store. It's called Cooking with the Glads. So let's get inside and let's start getting our grub on.
A&S Culinary Concepts is a culinary studio. I've been a chef for many years, and what I decided to do was I wanted to do something fun with the cooking and not just open a restaurant. So what we do is corporate team building, we do private cooking classes, and then we also do corporate catering, where corporations can get together, or businesses, or even families and friends get together and just have a lot of fun. We have changed things now in the past year with COVID. So we're doing curbside catering, oven-ready meals to go, and we just have a good time making food. You go to our website at asculinaryconcepts.com. You can see our daily menus. Our menus change weekly. Mostly we're here Monday through Friday, but we have different packages. We want to make food fun, and we want to, when you're snacking at home and you're watching the gladiators, we want to make sure that you're going to enjoy everything that you're eating. So we're going to take some nachos. We got some barbecue pulled pork. We're going to make a chili con queso. We're going to make some nice fresh guacamole and pico de gallo. And we're going to put everything all together and make some amazing nachos. We can go beyond just, chips and a little bit of cheese dip. Kroger is amazing. If you go to Kroger, you can pretty much get whatever you need. You can get your avocados, you can get your tomatoes, you can get your cheese to make your queso dip. You can get your chips, of course. Kroger's a place to get everything. What do we want to do to start making nachos? How about making a little bit of cheese sauce to go on top of the nachos? So the first thing we're going to do is make a little chili con queso. So what we have over here is what we call a double boiler. So we have a pot just with a little bit of hot water in it. And what we're going to do is just take a stainless steel bowl, put it on top, and we're going to start making our chili con queso. So chili con queso. It's probably very difficult, right? Not really. We're going to take some melting cheese. We're going to take a whole bunch of melting cheese and put it into our bowl. Whole milk. And we're going to mix that. And what we're going to let happen now is we're going to let this melt up. Once we do that, we got some fresh jalapenos. We got some green chilies, some diced tomatoes, and some onion, a little cumin and garlic, and we have some salt and pepper over here. We're going to take all this, dump it in, we're going to mix everything up. We're going to have a lovely chili con queso sauce, delicious. That's going to be our topper for our nachos. So as this is going, we're going to start our next step. We're going to make some guacamole. So what do we want to top our nachos with, right? We're going to make some fresh guacamole. We're going to make some fresh pico de gallo. So let's start with the guacamole. We're going to take our avocados. So when you take a avocado for guacamole, we want it to be soft. We don't want it to be firm. We want to be, when you touch it, it should be soft. What we're going to do is cut it around. Watch your hands and twist. Beautiful inside. Now, several ways of taking the pulp out of the avocado. One way, take a spoon and scoop out. Nice and simple. Now, I know so many people love seeing on television or tried and taking a knife, hit down to take that pit out. Yes, you can do it, but I totally recommend, please don't do that. Too many times I've seen where people have gone like this, it slipped and totally made a nice gash in their hand. We don't want to do that. So just cut around again. Rather be safe than sorry. And pull the pit out. And then you can peel the skin if you want. Or, again, you can take the spoon and do what you just did with the whole one. That wasn't too difficult, right? But better to be safe than sorry. Make sure that the cheese is melting, but we want to keep away from the edges a little bit because the edges will cook and the cheese will melt hard against the sides. So we just want to stir a little bit, but it's coming out very nicely. So we have our avocados already peeled, and we're going to take a little bit of lime juice. The lime juice obviously for flavor, but also for making sure that it doesn't turn black. The avocado doesn't turn black. So now what we're going to do is we're going to smush up our avocado a little bit. And a little bit of diced tomato. A little bit of diced onion. We got some jalapeno, totally up to you how much you want to put in. You want to be very spicy, you don't want to be very spicy. If you want very spicy, maybe you're going to take a little bit of the seeds in there also. The seeds will make it a little bit hotter. We're going to put that in. Then we're going to take some cilantro. Now the biggest thing that we talk about in our kitchen and when we're doing classes is that cooking is very personal. And some people like certain things, some people obviously don't. Some people like cilantro, some people really don't. You can leave it out. You can do whatever you want to do. You want to make the food taste great. So whatever you want to do, that's what you should be thinking about. My whole idea is we want things to be fresh tasting. So everything that we have in here, nice and fresh. Beautiful avocados, right? We have the beautiful tomato and red onions. Wow. Now we're gonna stir up our cheese sauce a little bit too. We don't want to forget about it. All right. Let's make some pico de gallo. All right, so let's make some pico de gallo. So we have some diced tomatoes. All right, and now we're gonna throw in a little bit of onion into here. Some green onion. That's just a little bit of color also. We want to make it pretty looking. So a little bit of cilantro. Remember, you can always add more. And a little bit of lemon juice. You can do lemon, you can do lime, it's totally up to you. We're going to do a little bit of cumin. Salt, pepper. And of course we are going to kick it up with jalapenos. So here's our diced jalapeno right in there. And we're going to mix that around. Get a little tasting spoon here. Wow. All right, we're back at the chili con queso. Check it out. Nice, huh? All melted down. See what I mean as far as leaving everything off the sides. So what we want to do now is flavor it. So we have some diced onion. Nothing wrong with a little bit of onion. We have some garlic. We do love garlic. A little bit of diced tomato. And this is what I meant before by saying, this is easy. This is really, really easy, but yet delicious. Let's take some green chilies. And we're gonna throw a little bit of cumin in there. And of course we want to throw a little bit of salt and pepper in. And I think what we'll want to do is kick it up a little bit. Because me personally, I like a little spice of life, some fresh jalapenos with the seeds. And let's put some around here. You know, because the hockey players, they like it to be spicy. All right, so let's make our nachos. You know, if you have a small little fryer at home, get some corn tortillas, cut them up, and then go ahead and fry them. But if you don't want to go that way, Simple Truth Organic, they are pretty nice. So we're gonna do some blue corn chips. We're gonna do a little mixture. So some blue corn chips and some white ones. We want a little color on in our nachos. And we're gonna make layered nachos. We're not making one layer, we're gonna make layers of nachos. So we're gonna take that, and now we're gonna take a little mixture of cheese. I got some white cheddar and some cheddar. Some sharp cheddar and some sharp white. And we're gonna put that around. And then we got some barbecue. So you can cook some fresh barbecue like we do on the Big Green Egg, or you can get some like a Jack Daniel's pulled barbecue at Kroger. And we're gonna take a little bit of this and we're gonna spread a little bit of that out. All right. And we're not gonna be cheap. We're gonna spread that out. This is gonna be some real nice looking barbecue. And we're gonna take it and we're gonna pop them in the oven. All right, so we talked about layers, didn't we? All right, let's go back with another layer of chips. Let's go back with another layer of chips. Now, if you notice, I put a little piece of parchment paper there on the bottom. I don't want to be stuck here cleaning off the cheese. So I thought it'd be a little bit easier. You put a little parchment paper on the bottom. Later on, all I gotta do is pull the tray out, the sheet out. All right, how does that look? Now, let's go ahead. Look at our cheese dip. Look at our chili con queso. Nice, huh? Let's take a little bit of chili con queso. How about that? All right, look at all that. Nice color. Looks good. That is a meal. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a little bit more of our barbecue and we're gonna put a little bit of our barbecue on top here. And then, how about a little bit of our guac? Let's put a little bit of our guac on there. How about a little bit of our pico? And let's cool it down a little bit. How about we throw a little bit of sour cream? And let's garnish it up a little bit, right? Because we want to kick it up. Hockey players like spice, we told you that. So we're gonna throw some nice fresh jalapenos on there. then why don't we kick it up a little bit more cheese? How about that? A little cilantro over the top. Boom! We got some nachos. My name is Andrew Traub. This is A&S Culinary Concepts.
All right, well, I have enough nachos to last me until next hockey season, so I'm good to go. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time on Cooking with the Glads.